Dudes, welcome to quick, easy 10-minute burritos.
This is a dish we make week in week for our families. It's quick, it's easy, and it's packed with plant power as well as protein.
And the biggest thing is, like, it literally will take 10 minutes. I cooked this on Friday night for 11 people and it works really, really well. Obviously, I doubled, or if not tripled the recipe. Yeah, 4 components, quick, easy, and simple.
Okay, first thing we're gonna start up with is a pickle. Acid is often a food category that is forgotten, and why would you have acid in food, Dave?
Acid is going to accentuate the sweet and the fat and other flavors. It will make it sound more delicious. So we're taking a red onion and we're going to pickle this in 10 minutes. Very simple and easy. And you might go, pickle? Oh, I don't like pickles. But they do. They bring that other component of complexity, and they will enhance the flavors within your dish. And we're literally going to add a pinch of salt. So literally a little pinch of salt.
If you do want it sweeter, you could add a little bit of maple syrup to it. We're just going to go straight in with vinegar because we want this to be a quick pickle and ready in 5 minutes. Yeah. So we've gone with apple cider vinegar. Just give it a little mix to make sure all that onion's broken up. And leave it sit for 5 minutes while we do the rest of the dish.
Okay, next component, we are making refried beans. And these are my super fast refried beans. I always use kidney beans. I find they mash better and it's a much better consistency than black beans, which is arguably not very ethnically correct.
¿Quieres ajo?
No! Okay. No, mi hermano. Okay, so I've got 1 tin of kidney beans, so it's a 400 gram tin, net weight 250 gram. Straight into a pan, nice pinch of salt, pan on a high heat.
Wow, so no oil, nothing. So we're keeping this very simple.
No, it's really,
in terms of seasoning?
I keep it very simple. I go with salt, black pepper, and a bit of tamari. If you did want to fancy it up, you could put a little bit of cumin, a little bit of smoked paprika, a bit of chili. I generally keep this quite simple because I do make this for my kids every week and they do like it. I'm going to go in with probably 50 ml of water, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of, like, probably 1 teaspoon of less.
So it doesn't even worry about it kind of heating up or any cooking process.
And then I take a masher and I'm just going to start mashing. So it is heating. You can see the water's evaporating. And what happens once they start mashing the beans, they release their starch and their carbohydrate.
I thought beans were high in protein.
They are. They're about 18 to 20% protein, or less actually. But they're mostly complex carbohydrates. So when I mash them with the water and tamari, they're going to absorb it and form this beautiful paste-like refried bean.
While Dave is finishing mashing our refried beans, I'm going to make guacamole. Guacamole will add fat, creamy texture, and just it'll add a pop. So I've cut an avocado in half. This is a Hass avocado. Use whatever one you want.
Beans done.
Just
see the texture. See the texture is very thick.
That literally took
1 minute. And I'm like, you know, as it sits there in the pan, it'll probably go a bit gloopy. I can add a little bit more water to heat it up just before serving, but that's it. Really simple and easy.
So I'm just finely dicing the guacamole, or roughly dicing the avocado into a bowl. So I'm going to just finely slice or dice a little bit of red onion just to go through it, probably about half. I just want it just a little bit for that pop of colour.
Okay. Do you want to go with a little bit of garlic?
So finely dice it if you are popping it through, or use a garlic press if your knife skills are in practice. In that goes. Avocado, really important to break it down and just to help prevent it from going brown. Put in some acid. We're using lime. You could use lemon, and if you don't have either, you could use just a little bit of vinegar.
In terms of seasoning, a little pinch of salt. It'll help break down the avocado, and then I'm going to go with a little pinch of black pepper as well.
Okay. And we could season this up if we want. You could put chili, you could put all sorts of bits through it. But we're going to keep this very simple. You want some cherry tomatoes?
I'll mash it. Yeah, I think a couple of cherry tomatoes will help lift it as well.
Okay, for colour. You're eating with our eyes.
So notice the way I have taken quite a deep bowl, that it's very easy, nothing's coming out. It isn't a shallow bowl, and I can mash it up and have it lovely and, you know, that really kind of delicious fatty kind of texture.
Okay, one of our second last components, we're going to make a salsa. So I have a tomato. We're going to do this, slice this and leave it a little bit chunky, and we're also going to pack in some flavour. We've been kind of letting the components sing themselves, whereas here we're going to add a bit of spices. So we're going to make a little bit of a pico de gallo. Yeah, so we've roughly chopped 1 tomato.
And I noticed, Steve, for chopping the tomatoes, you're using a bread knife.
Yeah, just a serrated blade. It just makes it much easier. I'm going to take that last bit of red onion.
And we have kept things really fine. Okay, so we've got tomato, a little bit of red onion. We're going to go with a little bit of chili, a little bit of coriander.
And I'm going to go with a load of coriander.
Salt, very important. It's just going to help bring out the natural glutamates within the tomato. That's the natural sweetness and umami notes.
With coriander or cilantro, just make sure to incorporate that, the stalk. It's an important part of the plant that's just packed full of flavour. So just finely dice that to go through it too. Okay, we've got loads of coriander through that.
Beautiful, wow, lovely. Nice and fresh.
Yeah, juice of half a lime. You want it with a pinch of salt.
So in terms of seasoning, I've got 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika.
And we're going to go with 1 teaspoon of ground cumin.
Okay, so we're probably 5 minutes in
With
now.
this, you could pop chili, but we're kind of two Irish lads that aren't too good with spice.
Okay, final component, very simple and easy. We are going to make a cashew cream, so delicious drizzle. And we're going to use this in our Blast and Grow blender. So I've got 50 grams of cashew nuts. These are just raw cashew nuts. I've got about 120 to 150 ml of oat milk.
Okay.
So a little bit more, probably 2.5 is the ratio, 1 to 2.5. There we go, a little bit of garlic powder.
Pinch of salt. And a little bit of lemon or lime, whichever you have. Just a little small bit.
Beautiful. Okay. And as we said, getting the texture right is quite important here. So we'll see how our texture is first.
Okay, nice. Blend until this is smooth. This is going to be, as Dave mentioned, a little bit like our butter.
Okay, now to put it all together, we have just basic tortillas or wraps as we know them. These are just whole wheat wraps. Obviously, you could get corn tortillas, which would be great. You can heat them or not. This is very quick and simple. I'm going to take a little bit of our refried beans using a silicone spatula.
Okay, so you'll just literally paste it on.
Yeah, just paste it on. Yeah, it's just the bottom. As I said, it's just the butter on the bread. It's very simple and easy.
Okay, nice. Now we're going to start building it up. In goes our pico de gallo. Generous with it. This is the pop of flavour, and there's loads of herbs through this. So this is
well, loads of coriander through it, really. Nice little bit of guac.
pickled red onion. The pickled red onion is a real important part because it just that acid helps cut through everything.
And then we're going to go with a little bit of cashew cream, just to a nice little drizzle.
And then in terms of rolling it up, just grab the sides in, take the top over, and just roll her up there until it stays together. Bring the edges in nice and tight so it stays together nicely. Wrap it as they normally wrap them in what we call tin foil, but I think you guys across in America or North America call it
aluminum foil. Oh. Half each.
Yeah, I think it's great.
There we go.
We didn't put rice in it. I prefer it without rice. Obviously, put rice if you want.
But literally, that took us 10 minutes from start to finish. Legit, we're not lying. I make this every week. It's one of our quick, easy dinner series.
There's no oil in it, so it's super low in fat. The only fat's coming from the cashew nuts.
And the avocado.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mel, for watching. We're the Happy Pear. We're all about helping you to eat more veg, healthier for you, healthy for the planet. If you're looking for more recipes, we've got a recipe club with 1,000+ recipes and support to help you eat a healthier, plant-based lifestyle.
Thanks, Emil. Bye.
Cheers, bye.